Dog training can always carry a risk of injury. Please consult with a professional before starting this or any other dog training program. Leash reactivity is one of the things I deal with most as a dog trainer. I'm here at the home of Jen Haskett and her dog Sadie, and we're going to get them to the point today where they can actually enjoy going for leash walks.
Hi.
I'm Ted. This must be Sadie.
Sadie. Nice to meet you.
Thanks for having me over.
Thank you for coming. We're desperate for help.
So let's take Sadie for a walk and see what we're dealing with.
Okay. It's a little white dog that she's never met, but every time, whether the dog's here or not, she's looking at Sadie.
This is a normal walk with Sadie.
Every morning. The big problem is that when we're out for a walk and she sees other dogs, she loses her mind. It's not just dogs, it's birds, cats, but she just no control over her at all. And sometimes just out of frustration, I think, like she's bitten me.
Okay. Have you done any training with Sadie?
Yeah, we did the basic puppy class.
Right.
And I admit I'm not always as consistent as I need to be, but I worked at it. After that, I had a trainer come to the house just for some one-on-one stuff, and she sort of recognized that Sadie has a lot of energy and just doesn't know what to do with her excitement sometimes when she sees other dogs. So she suggested that we do an agility group class. In the end, it was horrible because I couldn't learn because I was so focused on just trying to keep her under control, and I couldn't because there were so many dogs and all she wanted to do was go and see the other dogs. I think the only week that it actually went well was the week that before my friend came to pick me up, I had a glass and a half of wine on my way out the door, and I gave Sadie a package of tryptophan to try to calm her down. And that was the week that the instructor said to us, she said, "Oh, you guys are doing a great job this week." I said, "We're both sedated."
So what it sounds like is she's overly stimulated, she's overexcited, she doesn't know what to do with that energy.
For sure.
Right? So that's pretty basic stuff. That's definitely not any type of aggression. She's just reacting towards other dogs because she's trying to get rid of energy. You know, in a way, she's giving herself her own job. She's making a job. She's an entrepreneur. She needs to understand that every time she does the right behavior that we want, we're going to give her something that she wants. Right. Whether that be a pat on the head, whether that be a treat, whether that be to play with a toy. We're going to use all those positive things to get her to understand that good behaviors are reinforced. Right. But there also needs to be a component of correction. With her, she's habituated these behaviors for so long that unless we step in and say, that's not what I want, it takes a very, very, very long time to see any type of progression. We're going to use some negative reinforcement as well to get her to understand that's not behaviors that we're looking for. So this is what we call a balanced approach. We use positive reinforcement whenever we possibly can, and we use negative reinforcement wherever we have to. This is a treat I have here that's very natural. It's just a dehydrated beef liver treat. I also have a collar here, which is called a prong collar or a pinch collar. A lot of dog trainers have said over the years that they actually mimic the bite of a mother dog because it doesn't put all the pressure on the front of their neck. A traditional collar is going to put all the pressure right here on the trachea, and that's not safe when you're giving any type of correction. So this actually distributes the pressure all the way around. Okay, so let's get her set up here. And we click it on. And then we will attach our leash right here on the back, like so. Of course, anytime you put any type of collar on or you're doing any type of training, always make sure that they know they've done a good job. Okay, let's take her for a walk.
Sounds good.
The first thing that we need to teach with the prong collar is we want to make sure that she's not going to just run to the end of the leash. It's kind of like power steering for dogs. What we're going to do is we're just going to start with a tiny little bit of pressure, and when she gives to that pressure, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to give her a reward. Now do the same thing, a little bit of pressure, and then she comes in towards me and she gets the treat. So she's just feeling the little bit of discomfort from the collar, and then when she comes in towards me, she gets the reward. So we're just going to have her on her right side. We're going to give her just about 2 feet on the leash here. The more room we give her on the leash, the more enthusiastic she's going to be on the leash walk. The whole goal here is we want to remember that when we go for a leash walk, we want engagement. We want her focusing on us. You don't want her fixating on everything around her. Look at her body language. Her body language is constantly changing, okay? So right now her tail is up, but it's not very erect. It's not really stiff. As she hears and sees things, she becomes a little bit more intense. As you can see now, her ears are back, which is basically there's not a whole lot happening. She's not overstimulated. As we start to approach other dogs, you'll notice the tail will curl up and the ears will start to move forward. Okay, so we have a dog coming around the corner. I just saw them over the hedges. Watch the timing here. No, no, no. Good girl, good girl. I want to have my treat ready here. Good girl. Especially on the end when we don't want them to look behind us, we want them to do the right thing. So that's where the treat comes in really handy. Okay, so we have some more dogs coming towards us. Now, as you can see, the tail is up and the ears are forward. I'm going to start right there. Just going to tell her no. Give a little correction there. No. No. Good, a little bit of praise there. I want to keep her engaged. No, right there. Good girl. And then I bust out the treats. Right here, good job.
As soon as you see the ears go up and the tail go up, you do the little correction sort of as a don't even think about it.
Those are the indications that she's escalating in excitement. Okay. If you think of the tail, it's almost like the speedometer in your car. Yeah. The further it goes to the right, the faster you're going, okay? Yeah. You ready to give it a try?
Sure.
There you go. And don't be afraid to give her lots of praise and affection when she's doing the right thing. Okay, so we have a dog out here in the yard. So notice her body language starting to become a little more intense. Just tell her no, give her a little correction. There you go, good. Keep going. No, that was perfect. Okay, and again, just a little tap. Good. And watch the ears here. We'll wait to correct until we see her ears getting a little bit overexcited. So right there, say no, give her a little correction, and keep walking.
Nope.
Okay, and keep walking. Keep going, keep going. And again, right there. Okay. So you did really well, but there's a few things that you could have tweaked there. You were a little bit more reactive, not proactive.
Okay, so
right?
Correct sooner then.
You were more so waiting for her to make a bad choice to correct. What we'd like you to do is to be correcting before she's making a bad decision.
Okay.
Essentially what you're doing is you're looking for the dirty thoughts. Okay? Okay? Let's try it again. Okay, so we have 2 dogs approaching. So, all right, little correction there. Lots of praise now, lots of praise. Good girl, good girl. Okay, now let's give her a treat over here. It was a lot better because you were more proactive. Okay. She wasn't focusing on the dog, she wasn't fixating on them, she was focusing a lot more on you and what you wanted to do. Okay, so this time you want to talk her through it, okay? Okay. Don't be afraid to walk her through it mentally. If you give her a little correction, that's tactile information. Okay. If you give her vocal information, it just floods her with information and it's easier for her to focus on you rather than the other dog. Okay. Okay, so the dog is approaching, she's doing really good. Lots of talk, lots of talk. Let her know you want. Good job, good job. Now we want to give her a treat. There's a good girl. All right, much better that time. She did really well. She was totally engaged with you. She was focusing on you. That's what the walk should be all about. It should be about you and her and your connection going for a walk together. Great job.
Thank you.
So I've got a little surprise for you.
Okay.
We have 7 dogs just over there that are all set up for you. And we're gonna put you through a little test. We need you to walk in between all the dogs and we're gonna set up, we're gonna do some little drills.
Okay.
You ready for that?
No.
You're not ready?
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Okay.
I brought you a little something just in case you need a little Are you good? Or you want some?
We might need that.
We might need that? Okay. The test is you have to walk in between these dogs. We're gonna have her sit and then we're gonna walk out again.
Okay.
And when you think we're done, we're not done, because then we're gonna start to do some obedience drills. You ready?
Excellent. Okay.
This may seem like a daunting task, but you gotta visualize that she's gonna do perfect, okay?
Okay.
Also focus on the ears, the tail, and just walk her through it mentally.
Okay.
The leash is for the tactile senses.
Right.
And the voice is for the verbal stuff.
Okay.
Okay? Ready to go?
I guess so, yeah.
Let's do it.
Come on, Sadie.
Okay, we're just gonna walk right through these dogs, talk to her.
Good girl.
There you go. There you go.
Good girl, Sadie. Good.
Okay, we're gonna stop her right here and have her sit.
Sadie, sit.
See, we're keeping her focused on what we want her to focus on, which is us and attention and the duck poo on the ground. Good girl. Good job. High five. Yeah. Good job. Okay, now we're gonna walk out of here and I'll be your treat man. You ready? Let's go. Come on.
Good girl. Good dog. Come on.
Very nice. Give her some attention. She did amazing. Girl, high five. Yeah. She's doing really well, obviously, but all these dogs are pretty calm and under control, right?
Yeah.
So what we're gonna start to do now is we're gonna start to move on working distractions, dogs that are moving, dogs that are excited.
Okay.
So I've got my dog Nico over here, and we're just gonna get her moving, get her a little bit jazzed up.
Okay.
What you need to be focusing on is you want her to sit there and look at you. So remember to be proactive, not reactive.
Okay.
So when she starts to come,
Yeah.
just say no, give a little correction,
Okay.
give her the information she needs to succeed. Good job, Jen. Okay, ready? Agua. Agua. Good. Yes. Get it. Yes, good girl. Good. Oh, yeah. Come, get it. Good girl. Good girl. Out. Place. Sit. Good. Okay, now just walk her forward, Jen. Agua. Agua. Get it. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Oh. Good girl. Out. Agua. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. Out. Place. Sit. Sit. Good. She did really well today. Huge progression.
Yes.
We worked on integrating the prong collar into the leash walk so she understands what we don't want her to do. She's doing really well with the treats, understanding what we want her to do.
Yeah.
And just remember, you got to be proactive rather than reactive.
Right.
She's doing so much better. I'm going to expect that you're coming out to the weekly group classes.
For sure,
You
yeah.
can continue the maintenance things, and you did an amazing job.
Thanks so much. I can't believe the difference already.
All right, give me a hug.
Hey, thanks, Ted.